Unacademy. Let's crack it.
I'm going to walk you through a journey of pretty typical any business that's gone on over the last pandemic 5 months and see what the outcomes have become of this. When I graduated, I got into television. I had my own production company. I was an entrepreneur in my early days. I sold my first company when I was still in my 20s and have never stopped working for myself. Many of you listening today will be wondering about the entrepreneurial journey. I'm going to talk a lot about that. It's not for everybody, but the reason you would consider doing it in the first place is the freedom it provides you, what it gives you long-term in terms of being the master of your own destiny and your own time. It is not an easy road. It takes a long time, and you have to work 25 hours a day, if you know what I mean. But is it worth it? I think so. Shark Tank has become a huge platform globally for us, and I think today I'm going to talk about a few lessons that I've learned from the Shark Tank experience that I think we can all learn from, because nobody could have seen this thing grow to what it is today. That was, a remarkable outcome. We're shooting our 12th season in a couple of weeks. While this pandemic is horrific, it's terrible, at the same time, we're having an incredible outcome of a change in digital strategy where businesses are not going out of business. They're reaching out directly to their customers. What is the global implication of that if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an investor, if you're a consumer? Well, number one, all of a sudden, it doesn't matter if you're a law firm, a marketing firm, an insurance firm, a broker, a manufacturer, whatever you are, you're not using your corporate headquarters anymore. In fact, the demand for that space right now has gone down significantly because people, for the first time ever, have discovered that they can work remotely using all the technologies, including the one we're using right now. This remarkable educational platform, which I am so impressed with, allows me to broadcast to you and talk about this, and we can be together and learn together from anywhere in the world. Well, it's no different for business. It's identical. It's exactly the same thing. So we have a situation now where, for the first time ever, real estate, which has been an asset that many people around the world have invested in for 35 years, it's done nothing except go up in value. That's not going to be the case in the new digital global economy. That's going to change dramatically. It's going to be worth less, because if you're in a large tower with an elevator and you have to deal with reduction in the number of people that are in that elevator because of concerns about pandemics or viruses or the flu or whatever it is, the health concerns, it's going to change the density of that building. And for the first time, we're reassessing the real estate investment and cost in any business. That's why, even at a time of extreme volatility and a lot of concern about what's going to happen next, the market continues to rise. Because for the first time ever, the global economy is looking at digitization like it never would have tried before, never would have risked before, but was forced to do it and found out that it works. And all the companies that have embraced technology to solve problems, like the Unacademy, think about the educational opportunities of having people communicate this way all around the world that they couldn't even have done 3 years ago. The improvement of technology to use bandwidths in ways that no one even thought of. The ability for me to talk to you this morning as I am speaking to you. That's all part of this digital economy, and it's a fantastic outcome. You'll either be successful or you won't. It's binary. And in the case of ones that are successful, it turns out there are 3 common attributes, 3 things that are always present. And if it's the only thing you remember from my presentation today, I want it to be these 3. This will help you for the rest of your life. To me, they're the definition of leadership. What's number 1? You have to be able to explain the opportunity in 90 seconds or less. Hi, I'm Sarah. I take detergents, and with proprietary technology, I crystallize them. I put them into a bottle of water, and it reconstitutes into detergent. That took me 28 seconds to explain to you. I get it. I completely get it. It turns out in life, if you can't explain where you're going, nobody will follow you there. Nobody. I don't care if you're a teacher, a politician, a mother, a father, an entrepreneur, any kind of leader. You have to explain where you want to get to in order for people to follow you. Even if you don't have 100% confidence, you have to allude it to say, we're going there and I'm going to get you there. And that's what leadership is all about. It's the ability to pull people in one direction with everybody having the same mission. And that starts with being able to articulate an opportunity in 90 seconds or less. It's our money. These are real entrepreneurs. They're real businesses. They don't all work out. There's trials and tribulations. With my portfolio of 50 plus companies, every day when the phone rings, I get two kinds of calls. Utter despair, something horrible has happened, and at the same time, a few minutes later, utter jubilation, something great has occurred. That is the life of an entrepreneur. Giant ups and downs. That's the nature of entrepreneurship and business. You can't know what's going to happen the next day, so you have to be ready for that wild ride. We talked about pivoting earlier, but I'm telling you the emotional drama that goes through people as they deal with the trials and tribulations. It's, entrepreneurship is the ultimate romantic story. I tell people, don't get emotional about business, but nobody can help doing it, because a business in the early days is like a child. You want it to succeed, and yet bad things happen, and you have to deal with it. You get kicked down, and you have to get back up. The most effective managers understand that they can't do everything, and as their business grows, they have to allocate tasks to people. So they say, all right, if you're going to take care of marketing, let's get together and let's set a couple of goals per week, per month, per quarter, per year. Easy milestones that we both agree on. And then let that person go do their job. Let them become the leverage of the business, because you trust them. That's why you hired them. Let them go attain that goal. Don't get in their way. Let them do the work. Great managers can allocate time to people, set goals, and let them run. That's how you build a franchise. That's how you accelerate a business. You don't try and do everything yourself, because you can't. Nobody has all the skills they need. And that's been proven over and over and over again. You must work in teams, and you have to allocate time. What did I think about this platform? I've done a lot of work on a lot of different platforms, but I'll tell you one thing about this Unacademy, and I know it's shameful promotion for them, but this thing really works. It allows you to teach with an interaction, obviously. It doesn't require a tremendous amount of bandwidth. It's extremely easy, and it works. It's effective. I congratulate those that built this up. Obviously, it's a fantastic franchise. I can see doing this again for sure. I've really enjoyed it. I'll probably get better at it as I use the tools more often. I didn't use a lot of tools. This is my first time on the platform, but I will say to all of you, I've really enjoyed it. I hope you did. I hope we all learned something together today. And what I do hope is that from one entrepreneur to another, for those of you that are entrepreneurs, that you seriously consider your journey and understand that it's a long one and not always fun. But is it worth it? Yes. Anyways, thank you very much. Take care. I'm going to end the lesson today.